Well, today we're doing a very special episode because by the end of it, we're all going to be re-edited and redubbed. Now grab your tickets because we're getting to the theater. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Getting to the Theater. I'm Adam.
I'm Erica.
I'm Etta.
I'm Jeremy.
Today's episode, we're talking about the 1993 or 1995.
Or 2013, 2019.
Depending on which version you watch. But it originally came out
In 1993.
In 93,
The Thief and the Cobbler. Directed by Richard Williams.
Directed by? In the end.
Okay, so this movie has an absolutely insane history. This movie took 30 years to be made. He started working on it in the 1960s. It was taken away from him in I believe, the early 90s. And Miramax put it out as an unfinished film. And it was not until 2013 that Richard Williams put out the official director's cut of this movie, which is the version he originally wanted. And even that was not finished because a lot of the cells and animation for the movie were lost over the years. So the version, there's a lot of shots that are just...
Picture.
It's just a picture or it's just like a storyboard drawing. Mm-hmm. But Miramax put this out. They had enough completed footage to put out a hour and 20-minute film. And to fill in for that...
Was it an hour and 12 minutes?
Maybe it was an hour and 12?
I think it's 72 minutes.
Yeah, it was just over an hour. They had to fill in those gaps of missing plot, so they changed a lot of this movie. They rearranged certain scenes. They gave dialogue to characters who originally did not have dialogue. Our main character, Tack, has one line of dialogue in the original version, but in the Miramax version that we all watched, and I think, Etta, you grew up with this movie, he's the narrator, and he has a constant dialogue throughout the film.
Why don't we let Etta tell us about it?
Yeah, Etta, what is the premise of this movie?
In a few words.
So basically this is like your hero's journey of this cobbler who has to save the city from a threat and fall in love at the same time. I know they like to throw it as a love story, but it's really him saving the city along with a thief who basically follows him throughout the whole process.
The thief, I would say, is the catalyst for everything that happens in this film.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, that character is almost just a plot device.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he is.
Oh, yeah.
But before we get too far into it, our director, Richard Williams, he sadly passed in 2019.
The first death of COVID.
I knew it was coming.
You're the worst.
I knew it was coming.
But he was more of an animator. He knew since he was a young boy he wanted to draw and animate, and that's what he spent most of his career doing. This is his only directorial credit that I think I saw. But the big thing that got the green light for this movie was he was the art or the animation director for Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And when they saw how well that movie did, that is a phenomenal movie, by the way, if anyone has not seen it. That got them the green light to create this project. But because he was a perfectionist and he was
fucking around.
Kinda. But his art style for this movie is so intricate. It took so long that they would be animating parts of the movie. They ran out of money. They have to go do other projects, get some money, come back together, animate some more, run out of money, and they had to keep doing that. So he had to keep getting new people to come onto the movie because from the time he started to the time that it was taken away from him, people had died, people had gone on to other projects, people had probably retired from the industry. So this movie took 30 years of his work or of his life before it was taken away. And you can tell if you watch the Miramax version, it is not a complete film. There are big chunks that seem like they're missing.
But you can also tell looking at the art that this was done over different times because the art style does change.
It does.
Randomly.
Yes. But damn if it is not intricate artwork. Mm-hmm. And the last project that Richard Williams was working on was something called Prologue, which was a short animated film, I believe, about Greek mythology. And
I think it was a retelling of Lysistrata.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Is that Greek?
Yeah, it's a Greek comedy.
Yeah. He died while he was making it. So it's another one of his projects that was incomplete, unfortunately. I don't have the list in front of me of all the other directors who were brought in by Warner Brothers and Miramax, who were, I believe Miramax was owned by Disney at the time, and it was run by the absolute human garbage Harvey Weinstein, who was known for chopping movies up because he thought he knew best. One of my favorite stories is there was a Studio Ghibli movie that was coming to America, and I think it was Princess Mononoke, and Weinstein was like, we need to cut this movie down. So the president of Studio Ghibli, whose name I always forget.
Hayao Miyazaki?
That sounds right. He sent him a package in the mail that contained a sword and a note. And the note said, no cuts. Beautiful.
Nice. That's how you do it.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Would have been better if it was like a horse's head. It's like, this will be you. Full Godfather.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. It's just a pencil. It's cut in half. So the movie was put out in 1993 in, I believe, South Africa and Australia.
In the Philippines?
It might have been the Philippines. And it wasn't released in the United States until 1995. When it was released in 1995, so much stuff had changed. Like, I think we already talked about, Tak became a full-blown dialogue-rich character.
A man that would not stop talking.
And he was voiced by Matthew Broderick. Ferris Bueller himself.
Was this before or after he killed that woman?
After?
Okay.
Matthew Broderick got into a car crash in Ireland.
Oh,
and
okay.
he killed one or two people. I think they were like driving recklessly on the road and just pew.
Like you do, I guess.
Yeah, like he does.
Yeah.
But what is really great is in the original version of this movie, Tak had one line of dialogue at the end. Like a lot of silent protagonist characters, they might have one line. That one line was originally supposed to be delivered by and still credited as Sean Connery.
Oh, okay.
Even though he never showed up to the studio to record it. So they had someone else step in. But, God, it would have been so fucking funny if Sean Connery was voicing this character throughout this movie.
Like, what makes it weird is when we watch the director's cut at the end when Tak gets his one line, he has the weirdest, deepest voice in the world. And you're just like, and this is supposed to be Sean Connery? It's jarring already. You put a Scottish accent on top of it? No.
It's the wedding scene at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler. It's just the two of them saying, I love you. And he goes, I love you too. I'm not joking. But it would have been so funny if it was just like, I love you too, Lottie.
I need to go
Me,
watch
the
that.
classic Tak from Baghdad.
I just
Where's
feel
the
like
girl?
I'm going to hate it, though. And I probably will. But it's fine.
I think so much better.
I think Tak could work as a silent character, though.
And I'm going to tell you,
he does.
he did.
Yeah.
Because we watched, there's currently 5 versions of this movie.
Yeah.
They're all called Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, whatever. We watched Mark 4, which is the official director's cut, the 2013 one. There has been another fan cut since then, I guess trying to improve the unfinished animation.
Right.
The Mark 5 version. Didn't watch that one yet.
Yeah.
I might watch it.
Okay.
But there's a big cast of people in this movie who were replaced when it was redubbed.
Right.
But one person who has existed across all 5 versions is our main villain, Zigzag, who Erica described as a combination of Jafar and Genie from Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until she said it, but she was spot on with that description.
Like every time, because his like face is...
He's blue.
Yeah, he's
for one
blue.
thing. He's got the goatee.
Which gives Genie vibes. But his like face is like villainous enough to look like Jafar. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is just a Jafar genie.
But he's also got the same job as Jafar.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you notice his fingers?
Yeah.
Yes.
He has 6 fingers.
On
Eric-
each hand.
Erica pointed that out, and I was like, no, I don't think he... Wait.
I was like,
What?
I kept looking at it. I was like, there is something off. And I was like, no, he just has more knuckles. And I was like, no.
Yeah, he's
There's
also got extra knuckles.
I was like, there's something off
He
about his
definitely
fingers.
has about 40 knuckles.
Yeah.
Like, I
And
don't
they're
even-
all spaced apart.
And he's got a ring
And
on
loaded.
each digit
Yes.
of his fingers.
I was like, I don't like this. Please stop zooming into his fingers.
He's got creepy spider hands.
He does.
And again, he is across all 5 versions voiced by the same person, and that is Mr. Vincent Price, the master of horror himself.
and the master
I
of
was gonna say,
rhyme,
that
it would
sounds
seem.
really...
Vincent Price is known for horror way back in the day, long before we were born.
The original Universal monster.
That's great. But he was in like the original House of Wax from the 50s.
Okay.
He played the guy who created Edward Scissorhands.
That checks.
He was the narrator in the Michael Jackson Thriller video.
Nice. Okay.
I kind of figured you guys would get that
yes.
one. So he's Zigzag. The real fun part about him, again, the movie was officially released in 1993.
This movie
the first time,
backstory is insane. Every time.
Crazy.
Insane. He recorded his lines in 1972
Holy crap.
while he was in London filming another movie that I forget the title of. The production of this movie is absolutely insane. His bird, Fido, is voiced by Donald Pleasance.
That also sounds familiar.
He's Dr. Loomis from the original Halloween movies, the one that's chasing Michael.
What?
Zigzag! We've got to get these balls! But he like, in the director's cut, he has like, maybe, he kind of goes, oh. That's the closest he gets to actually speaking. Everything he does is just squawks. In the Miramax cut,
As I say, he talks.
he's got full dialogue, but that is not Donald Pleasance. That is somebody else.
Jonathan Winters? No, wait. Jonathan Winters does the voice of the thief.
Yes.
Yes.
King Nod in the re-edited version is voiced by Clive Revel. Sorry, the IMDb has it broken up by actor, not by character. So I'm not seeing who voices King Nod in the original version. But just like I said, the characters are, depending on what version you watch, you have different voices. We'll call the Miramax version the version that Etta grew up with.
Yes.
That version is also a musical.
It is. Yep.
It's not a full musical because it's only got, what, 2 songs?
2 songs too many.
The princess sings 2 of them at least.
There's more than 2.
I know the 2 I remember is the first one with the princess and the one with princess and Tack.
And then there's the ruffian, the ruffian song.
Oh, the brigands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's So
About
none of
if
those
you
songs.
don't stay in school, you turn out like them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So none of those exist in the
Director's
cut. Thank you. The brigands also kind of look like the mountain from the Neverending Story.
Never-ending story.
I think that if I'm remembering that right, there's a big rock monster in that, and it looks like the brigands.
They're
Sure.
very rough looking.
Yeah, well, they've been living out in the desert for 30 years.
Because they can't read the orders to get back.
So our movie actually, you have to forgive me for the order I tell this in. You guys have to jump in and help me out. The first time Erica and I watched this, we watched the Miramax version. I was inebriated, big shock.
Accidentally. That's a fun story.
I bought this big ass drink and I was drinking it. And when we get to one of the scenes where Tack is running through the palace and we have the checkered.
I think he just broke out of prison and he's running to try to tell, I think, Yum Yum something.
Or he's chasing the thief.
No, I don't think he's chasing the thief.
But it's a lot of the optical illusion stuff with the
It's
background.
crazy.
It's
He
trippy.
was chasing a thief in this scene.
Okay.
And we're sitting there watching it, and I just looked down at the table, and I was like,
And then he looks up at me and he's like,
I can't do this.
I'm drunk right now. And I'm like, baby, it's only 10%.
but it's a big ass drink, and I drank a lot of it, and I was just like, oh no, this is not helping.
You know, I actually had the thought last night, and I was like, I hope Adam wasn't like messed up somehow while he was trying to watch this movie.
Though. And I was good. I was like, I need to do this inebriated.
I wasn't as inebriated as I have
But
been.
then again, I've seen this movie so many times, like it probably wouldn't even affect me.
We should watch the director's cut.
Okay.
Messed up because I watched that
There we
one
go.
sober as a judge.
I agree.
What was I saying? I lost my train
The
of thought.
movie opens up.
Oh, right. So the Miramax version opens up with introduced to what is supposed to be the main threat of the movie, One Eye,
Yes.
who is like a Mulan, Genghis Khan style warlord,
Pretty much. Yeah.
who he and all of his minions have one eye.
Yes.
And he's got a mouthful of teeth like a shark.
Yes.
And we have something about a messenger who survived a battle. He's full of arrows. He's got a spear through him.
What a guy.
This guy was a champ. And he climbs on a horse and he heads back to warn the kingdom. None of that is in the
And then before that, Tack is narrating about becoming an Arabian Knight.
Yes.
This is when they bring up Baghdad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew Broderick comes in. He's like, I'm from Baghdad.
And he's like, but this is before
Aladdin and Alibaba.
Before genies and all of that.
Yeah.
And he's like, in Baghdad, there was these 3 balls or something like that.
The golden balls.
The golden balls that protect the city, and there's a prophecy if they're ever removed that the city will fall.
Yes.
Yes.
So then we see the little battlefield, not little, but the battlefield with
But
all
also, that scout loaded with arrows.
Oh my God.
He's got more arrows in him than Boromir from Lord of the Rings.
Oh my God.
Stop.
And he's got a spear
And a
through
spear
him.
with a flag.
Yeah. But that does not happen in the director's cut until about not halfway, but over 40 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, it's like deep into the movie that scene is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The director's cut jumps immediately into meeting Tack. Well, actually, that's not true.
It has the world's longest slow.
There's just a
like
little
the Star Wars pan when you're trying to read the dialogue?
So it's a black screen, and there's a little tiny ball in the screen, and it just starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then like you see the almost like zigzag spidery fingers around it, like a face hugger from Alien.
But it's like it does it so slow to the point where I was like, did the movie pause? Like, do we need to rewind or something?
And it has a narration from someone whose voice I don't recognize.
Is it not zigzag?
No, it didn't sound like Vincent Price to me.
Oh,
But it might have been.
I thought it was.
But it's talking about how the prophecy, and it says everything will be saved supposedly by a very small citizen, a cobbler. And it goes in, we see him sleeping in his little shop.
Yup.
Cobbling in his sleep.
Yep. And it mentions there's another character, a thief, who we're not going to say his name.
He
And
has a name?
the narrator specifically mentions we're not going to say his name.
Okay.
So we never get it.
Gotcha.
We just refer to him as the thief.
Yeah.
And this guy is a fucking kleptomaniac.
I love him.
He steals everything. And Eric and I might have already mentioned, we liked him way more in the director's cut
Yes.
because he does not speak. He has not a single word of dialogue. His animation, his actions are what make him funny to me.
Like, he is legitimately charming when he's not talking. Because he was
He's gross, though. He's still gross.
Of course, yeah.
But what got me, I think, the first time watching the movie, he makes a reference to Winston Churchill.
Yes.
And I was like, what the fuck is this?
At first you don't succeed.
Yeah.
Try another sewer.
Yeah. So he's about to get fucking mollywopped for the first time. Because when we first meet him, he's following this little old biddy through a square. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, she's got something shiny and gold. What's that? It's a bushel of bananas.
Yes.
And this is actually...
Because he loves anything gold. Like,
Yes.
that's mainly what he steals.
Yes. And his second favorite thing is anything shiny.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he's following... Is her name Nanny?
Yeah.
Nana?
Nanny.
Who actually we come to find out is Princess Yum Yum's nanny.
What a terrible name, by the
These
way.
names are horrible.
You think that's where they got the name for the sauce?
Probably.
Maybe.
But she this is a very weird thing with her character. Her arms are not only gray, but they're gigantic
And hairy.
and hairy.
Well, she just lifts. Okay, let's not talk about like giant arms. That's not the problem.
No,
It's
it looks like
discoloration of
it looks like when you take two toys and you take the arms off of one.
Oh, yeah.
And you put them on a different toy. They don't look like they match her because she's this frail, tiny little old lady.
That
but
is
she's got this
literally hunched
gigantic
over.
arm. Yeah, and she's hunched over. But she's got these gigantic, gray, hairy arms. And she just fucking lays the thief out. She folds him up into a little ball and a little knot.
She just doesn't skip arm day.
She does not. She does not. One bit.
She should be walking like a gorilla, though.
She should be
Like,
walking like a gorilla with the arms that she has.
Her arms are nuts. And the thief kind of wanders off and he makes his way into the shop with the cobbler who's sleeping. And as he's trying to steal some shit...
In the Miramax version, I thought they were just bodies hanging the way that the shoes were hanging.
Oh, in the doorway?
Yeah, I was like, are there bodies in this, like, hanging from these rafters? And then I'm like, oh, it's shoes. But, like, in the director's cut, they cut it so you could tell it's just a shoe shop. It's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you go from different. And I like how the background are stills, and it's just the characters that are moving.
Yeah. Yeah, like classic Scooby-Doo cartoons.
Right.
You can always tell what thing in like a Scooby-Doo cartoon is like going to move because it would be shaded differently.
Exactly.
That's kind of what goes for this movie.
Yes.
This whole movie is very Hanna-Barbera-esque.
I believe Hanna-Barbera
From
is
the time.
one of the studios they brought in to try to help with it.
Okay, that makes sense then, because I'm just like, there's a lot of like Hanna-Barbera type stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure, like, I couldn't tell if it was just them or...
There's so many hands in this. So many.
So many hands in this pot, yeah.
It makes sense because it hurt my eyes to watch. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Yes. No, I agree.
There are too many cooks in the kitchen for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, there were so many perspective shifts, and all the colors and designs did not help.
No, the parts when they were doing the optical illusion, I was like, this looks great. I'm not here for it, though. I was like, this is not the animation for me.
One of the funny things with Tack is he's constantly, when he's asleep, he's still trying to work.
Yes.
And I think in both versions of it, he's taking a nap and he grabs his hammer and he hits his fingers with his hammer.
And they're all his fingers are, I think, most of them
Taped
are.
up.
I think it's just his thumbs.
Yeah, but
Are
and I
bandaged
think
up?
he has tape on some
Or
of
like
the other ones
they're
too.
bandaged up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the same time that the thief is trying to rob Tack, we also get the arrival of Zigzag, whose original name was
Anwar?
Anwar.
Oh, I love Zigzag better than Anwar.
Anwar. Yeah.
Anwar.
What?
There's a Skins character played by Dev Patel. His name's Anwar.
Anwar.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've heard the name Anwar somewhere else.
It's
too.
it's a Swana name. For sure.
Okay. I kind of like that more too, just because
It fits the
vibe.
more than Zigzag.
Zigzag.
I don't know. I think Zigzag fits. He looks like a zigzag.
He's a
He
fucking
walks
crook.
like a zigzag.
Yeah.
He walks in a zigzag.
Oh, his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
When he walks, his shoes are like those little party
So
blowers.
he has to walk off to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he has just Z's for his design.
For his design? Like his
There's
banners and everything?
like usually in the rooms that he is. So remember when the thief chased the cobbler when he stole the princess's shoe and he slides into the room? The room's just all Z's.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rug he's about to walk out on
Has all
Z's.
Z's too.
Zigzags everywhere.
Yeah.
The doors he normally walks through, they open in a zigzag style.
The key he has to open the lock for Tack. Lizzie.
I did not notice any of that watching this movie. I was a
Yeah.
little distracted.
It's easy to. I swear.
There's
like,
so much happening on
every
the
time
screen.
you watch it, you notice something different. Like you notice something, and we'll get to that when Zigzag goes and addresses the king. He pointed out something that I've never seen before.
Oh.
So
There's something for the director's cut that's really fun with the king that is not appropriate for a kids movie, and I understand why they cut it out.
right. So
The thief is trying to rob the cobbler, Tack.
with his little pocket, his little coin purse sewed in.
Yeah, but Tack is still asleep, and he just starts sewing the thief's robes together.
Yep.
And they tumble down the stairs out into the square, and Tack has pockets full of sewing equipment.
Yep.
And this Tack falls out, and Zigzag steps right on it.
Which makes no sense because the way his shoes work. So when he steps, they elongate, right? And there's all the jewels.
Yeah, they roll out.
Maybe his toes also elongate and roll with
Are his
it.
toes as long as
Have you
his
seen
fingers?
He's got big
hands?
creepy fingers.
Yeah,
Really?
his hands, his foot.
Oh
might
my
be
god,
just as
imagine
long.
his toes.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I'd pass. I'd rather look at Hobbit feet and throw up.
He definitely has 6 of them on each foot, though.
Oh no.
Absolutely. And
Are
extra
they
knuckles.
also bejeweled?
Probably.
Well, they don't need to be. They got. He's got his fancy shoes.
Yeah.
I do like his shoes.
And
though.
extra toe knuckles.
But the thief tries to rob the cobbler, and Tack just kind of sews himself to the thief.
In his sleep.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
In his sleep.
And then they roll out in front of Zigzag.
Yep.
And Zigzag, seize him! Punish him!
Yeah.
And in the Matthew Broderick version, he's narrating this the whole time. He's like, "Oh, I'm in trouble." In this version, he's just
This
kind of like,
dude
"Oh,
is
what did I do?"
Yep.
But they take him into the city. They drag him in, and the princess sees him from her window because she's getting ready for the day. And this is Princess Yum Yum, who is played by...
Jennifer Beal in the Miramax version.
Yes. And in the original version is a lady named Bobby Page.
Bobby Page. That's a name.
Bobby Page. Well, let me pull up the Wikipedia. Maybe it can tell me. Yes, it can. So Princess Yum Yum is voiced by 3 separate people, depending on what version you're watching. Sarah Crow. Bobby Page does her singing voice.
When does Sarah Crow... What version is she in?
She's in the original version.
Is that the one we watch?
I believe so.
Okay.
And then, Bobby Page is the singing voice. So the original version, there was no singing. So, sorry, it is not Bobby Page we are watching. In our version, it was Sarah Crow. But yeah, Jennifer Beals plays her speaking voice in the Miramax version. Probably a good time to mention there are also multiple titles for this movie. Totally forgot to talk about that.
Yep. The Thief and the Cobbler. Then there's the Cobbler and the Princess.
I think it's the other way around.
Or the Princess and the Cobbler. And then there's...
Arabian Nights?
Arabian Nights.
Which is the Miramax version.
Yes.
Although a lot of versions that are still sold with the Miramax logo still label it as the Thief and the Cobbler.
Which is the one that I grew up with. Because it said Thief and the Cobbler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the version I bought, which I think is probably a reproduction...
Right.
It says Miramax on the front cover, but it's still labeled as the Thief and the Cobbler.
Yeah.
But there's also the some of the edits have different names too. Like I think the director's cut is called the recobbled cut.
Nice.
Which I kind of like. But they arrest the cobbler for Zigzag stepping on a tack, and he tells the king that he was attacked by the cobbler. But in the original or the original version, the director's cut, he brings the king a gift, he says, from Gaza. And it's like a...
Zigzag?
Zigzag says this to the king.
Oh.
And it's not a tent, but it's like one of the... Like a carriage where people carry it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called off the top of my head. But it's just like the curtain opens a little bit and you see an eye blinking out with like long eyebrows and like eyeshadow around it. So he brought King Nod a woman.
Oh.
And there's a scene later on in the movie where they're fooling around inside that little tent.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, none of that is in the Miramax version.
It's that scene where the thief
when the
pops
thief
up.
goes, yeah, I was gonna say, okay.
And he's like, oh, a Turkish restaurant. Yeah.
Oh, that's what they
so
were
that
doing.
was them in the bed. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh-huh. You can hear noises.
I was gonna say something about that, but I was too concerned with this man coming up out of a toilet.
You and me both. I was like, this is disgusting.
Yeah,
The whole time we were watching the director's cut, I was like, is that still in here? Is that something they created for the Miramax version? But nope, it's in both versions. It's just shorter. It's shorter in the original cut. The director's cut, sorry.
Right.
And there's also not that weird dialogue that we'll get to when we cross that bridge.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
So in the Miramax, after they take Tack, that's when we get Princess Yum Yum and her first song.
Mm-hmm. Which I didn't care for the musical element.
It was that, like, the song popped up. I was like, this is a musical, too?
I had no idea.
Yeah, they had to
My
compete
bad.
with Aladdin.
Now, granted, I knew nothing about this movie before Etta suggested it for the show. So when she started singing, I was
My
like,
bad, I should have warned y'all.
musical warning.
You know what? I don't feel bad. It was...
She feels bad.
But when the princess sees Tack, she's kind of like, hey, who's this guy?
I forgot to mention something too. This is a heist film.
Stop!
You were right.
I mean,
This is
This is literally a heist film.
This is a heist film, yeah.
This is the most heist film we've had since
What are they
our last
stealing?
heist.
The Golden Balls.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You crazy person. You watched it a million times.
They're stealing everything in
It's
this movie,
about a
for being honest.
The movie's about a thief. It's literally a heist film.
Everything.
Yeah,
It's okay.
they get returned.
You like heist films.
But the Zigzag is kind of a bit extreme here because he's asking the king if he can execute the cobbler.
For him stepping on a tag.
Because
Because he attacked him.
he attacked me. And the cobbler's like, I didn't do a fucking thing. I was taking a nap. I woke up down the street.
No.
And then, like, but at this
I'm
point,
going to do that this whole episode.
at this point, Young Young sees Tag, and they're doing this weird, like, dog mirroring thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they're hearing a whistle.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. And Tag's like, who's the girl? You know?
That's from That's from the one James Bond movie Erica watched with me. And at the end, Sean Connery has that line.
Or he's trying to figure out where her organs are.
Maybe.
'Cause
She's so tiny.
her design is
It's so weird.
big face, heart-shaped face, big eyes, long black hair. Then you get apples for the chest, and then this arm-sized waist, and then
A wagon.
I wouldn't call it a wagon. She got a little something, but not a lot of something.
No, they drew this character a little
Very Betty Boobish.
Betty Boopish.
One
I was gonna
piece.
say
One piece. She's very long, elongated.
I mean, you change her color
everybody's
scheme
got-
just a little bit. She looks like Princess Jasmine.
Yep. Mhm.
There's
Little
a lot
rounder.
of,
Yeah.
lot of comparisons to Aladdin.
There's so many. It's insane. Zigzag also tells the king that he brought him the finest ponies from the Orient. 'Cause
No,
they're-
wait, that's at the polo.
right. But this is where he told him that they were coming.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
We don't really see a lot of them yet because that's when they take Zigzag away to the princess's room because she's like, "Look, father, I actually need a cobbler. Let me
Yep.
just break this
She
shoe really
breaks her
quick."
shoe,
She
yep.
breaks it like a twig.
Yeah, she does. That's a hard shoe.
Right?
So she's like, "I got my little cobbler. He's not going to die just yet." And we cut back to our thief who, when they were bringing Tack into the city, he sees through the zigzag door. He sees the 3 golden balls on top of the. Is it a parapet?
Yes.
The tower, the sky,
It's on the
Yes.
tower.
the spire, and now he is obsessed with getting these 3 magic balls.
The thief.
The thief, and he hides in a trash can that looks like a little chariot
Yes.
with the 2 wheels on it.
Yep.
And in the Miramax version, he's narrating the whole time about gotta get up in the door. Don't want them to see me.
When will these flies go away?
Yeah, but you're covered in trash. And they
But he gets his robe dry cleaned.
No, he doesn't. He's a liar. And a thief.
he no, that robe probably was dry clean. That's where he stole it from. He
rolls all the way up the steps, and then he thinks he's in, and then he rolls slowly back down.
And then he rolls over to the edge and he falls into the moat around the kingdom. And he lands in this yellow water
Yep.
that I thought was water.
Nope.
And come to find out, the moat around the city is like a latrine.
Yep.
He's just swimming in a sewage tank
Yep.
or a septic tank.
Yeah. Essentially.
This is so fucking gross.
Oh, yeah.
And he makes his way up the pipe and
The worst narration.
the whole way. And I think this is where he makes reference to Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not yet, but
Oh, yeah.
because
Okay,
he,
I thought it was with the sewer stuff.
because
It was.
he meets his mom first.
Is that who that voice was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his mom.
He literally said, "Mom, what are you doing in here?"
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
I remember he spoke to somebody in the sewer drain.
It was
was
his
his
mom,
mom.
apparently.
Okay, so none of that happens in the director's cut.
I gotcha.
It's all silent. It's just a really cute, like, him going up.
You can see the flies on the outside following him
Yep.
the whole way. And he pops up in a toilet.
Yes.
And I think
A
someone
very
already
fancy toilet.
A very fancy toilet. And I think someone mentioned that in the Miramax version, he says, "Oh, is this a Turkish restaurant?"
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh, this must be how you call
And
a
then
waiter."
you see the lady reach out of the tent for grapes and plucks them back in.
And in the director's cut, you can hear the king laughing. You can hear the lady laughing.
And you also hear, or you see the...
Yeah, the tent's like moving.
Yeah, they're fucking. The king and his little present from Zigzag, which is creepy, they're in there fooling around. And the thief pulls this not lever, but he pulls this rope
Yeah.
because he thinks it's a way to call a waiter.
Which, why would you want to alert somebody to where you are?
If you're trying to steal something.
Hey, you're in the
Yes.
king's chamber and you're also inside of his toilet.
Like, the narration
Grant-
for this movie makes no
Well,
sense.
to be fair, he thinks he's in a bathroom in a Turkish restaurant for some reason. He doesn't know he's in the king's bedroom. But he pulls the rope and he flushes himself back down the toilet. And he ends up right back down in the piss moat.
Yep.
Where we get the Winston Churchill.
Yep. And then he goes back up.
Oh, that's where he has the line.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he goes back up, but he goes a different way. And he ends up in Princess Yum Yum's shower.
Yes. Where she's
But
taking a bath.
we missed where Nady comes back.
Uh-huh.
Like, Tack is cobbling the shoe, and she's like, "What's your name?" And he's like, in the director's cut, he just presents the Tack, and she's like, "Oh, is your name Tack?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, what a cute name." But in the
He's too shy.
In the director's cut, or the Miramax version, he's like, "Tack." And I'm just like, what are we doing? What?
And it's the same animation. They don't. A lot of times when he speaks, they don't animate a mouth onto him, but it's still him speaking, and it's just that Matthew Broderick. I'm Tack.
Yeah.
And he also fixed Nanny's glasses.
Yes.
Because they're broken, and they're like instantly like, "Oh, this guy's great. We love him."
And I don't know why no one fixed her glasses beforehand.
You literally work for the king's daughter.
Yeah.
You can afford to have your glasses fixed or new glasses.
Well, maybe not afforded, but if Yum Yum was a decent person, she'd been like, "Hey, Nanny, let me go ahead and fix these glasses for you."
Yum Yum's awful.
Maybe they're just scared of Nanny.
I would be. Look at those fucking arms she's got.
Oh my gosh.
Let's say he's rocking some guns.
Maybe
They're
they're
definitely scared of Nanny.
Yeah, maybe they're just like, wait, what? We just won't tell her that her glasses are falling off her face.
Yeah, but also I don't think Yum Yum's smart enough to realize.
Yum Yum is a little dumb.
Because in the
She's
scene,
smarter than any man in the city.
not in this scene, she's not. Because when the thief comes up through the sewer, she instantly is like, "Oh, what's that smell?" And she's scratching her back in a bathtub.
Oh, does she say that?
In the director's cut, she
Oh,
does.
yeah, not in the Miramax.
Yeah.
version. Yeah.
So
Because
she's
in the Miramax, she's just like, that Cobbler. There's something about him.
him being black and white, shell shaded. It's amazing. Because he is black and white for most of the movie.
Yes.
Until they go on their adventure at the end, he actually has
He
he
color.
does get
tan.
a little tan, yeah.
Yeah,
A little tan. Girl, this man comes back a whole different race.
he comes back brown.
And then especially when they put him in white at the end.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So the thief, sneaks up behind her in her bathtub, and she's scratching her back with a diamond gold back scratcher.
Yes.
Like you'd see today. It's a little hand, and he just plucks it out of her hand, and without turning around, she's like, "Hey, where'd my back scratcher go?"
She's like, "I was just holding it." And then she's like, "Oh, well, I'll get another one." And grabs it and then starts cleaning her back again. At to which the thief is like, "Oh, another one." It steals it. What?
And she's like, she's just like, "What is going on? Where do my things keep going?"
But
I'm not going to turn around and look.
That's
So
hilarious.
stupid.
It comes into play later. It's
Oh.
very important later. He's got these two golden hand back scratchers. When he's leaving, he bumps into Tack again.
Tack smells him before he even enters the room.
He does.
Yep.
Yes. Jeremy, your hand came up.
Swimming in a moat.
Yeah.
He was just swimming in piss.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in the director she smells him, but there's also soap flying around.
There's a lot of discrepancies in these two
Yeah.
movies.
It's fun
So
though.
there's gonna be a lot of confusion because I'm kind of confused right now. But
Oh.
he does say in one version, he sees the soap bubbles passing by. He's just like, "Oh, so that's what soap looks like. I've never seen it before."
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard of it in storybooks and songs.
Yeah, he's like, "I've heard of it in storybooks and songs." But that's why when y'all mentioned, hey, he had that dry clean. I'm like, hold on, he's never seen soap before. He mentions it later.
Well,
He's
when
never met a bath.
When he's climbing up the sewer, he's just like, "Man, I'm gonna smell." And he's like, "I just had this robe dry cleaned."
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
Yeah.
But then later he's just like, "So that's what soap looks like." And I'm just like, this guy's a liar and a thief.
Which it makes it so much better that he does not speak in the director's cut because there's none of these discrepancies.
Oh.
It's all on his face.
Yeah.
Not to mention just the multiple fourth wall breaks that this man makes. Because like he's always talking about some random thing. And then you go, how does he know about that?
Not just
You were
that,
doing
but
that
he
all the time.
legitimately does a fourth wall break a lot of times because he'll be talking or he'll just be standing there and he'll just be like,
Yep.
but he runs into Tack. And they kind of like do a reverse hug, like
They
what's
have
touching
like a
me.
standoff.
Yeah, and he steals the princess's shoe out of Tack's hand because he can't fucking help himself. And this is where we begin the crazy chase sequence that made me realize I was drunk. Because they're running through these optical illusions of background sets. Like there's two separate squares on the screen. The thief runs over one, but he falls into the next one. But they're the exact same drawing.
Yes.
And then Tack follows him and just falls down with him. And I forget how the thief gets away, but Tack runs back into Zigzag.
So, well, first there's a doorway, the black and white doorway, and the cobbler goes in front of the doorway and no, sorry. The thief runs in front of the doorway and goes down the stairs, and then Tack slides through the doorway, and then they go to the tiles, and the thief's like, "Oh, clever tile work."
Oh, and that's when they fall down that
and then
hole.
that he falls, and then Tack runs into it, and then they go down another windy black and white something. Tack goes all the way down, and then the thief gets thrown out the side and goes through two glass windows, in like a church or something. It's probably not a church, but I'm not sure what it is.
A mosque? Maybe?
Mosque, thank you. But yeah, he goes through those two windows and then ends up in the field of the trees that kind of look like dandelions.
Yes. Okay, so that's how he ended up outside.
So that's how he's outside. And then Tack falls down the stairs, and he's going through these guards' legs, and these guards are huge.
They're big square guards.
Yes.
Too. And this is where he runs into Zigzag?
Yes, that's when he bumps into Zigzag again.
And Zigzag immediately is like, "Oh,
you're done.
You must be done fixing her shoe. Well, time to die."
Exactly.
Yep.
And he locks him in a cell where he makes best friends with a little rat. Or this little mouse.
A little pocket mouse.
Yeah. Who hangs out the rest of the movie.
Which is funny because when he's feeding them, there's a horde of little black mice. Mm-hmm. And then there's a little white mouse that he makes the friends with, which I thought was cute because usually it's like the black sheep, but it was like a little white mouse instead of like a black mouse.
Because Tack fights for the light side.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, he's locked in this cell, and Princess Yum Yum is like, "Where did that cobbler go?"
Yep. And Nanny's like, "Look, he's a poor man. He probably ran off with the shoe. He was for the birds anyway."
And he took your shoe.
Yeah.
I don't remember her saying that.
Yeah, she said that. She's just like, "Oh, he took your shoe."
I think in the
Y'all did watch two different versions. You probably shouldn't have done that.
you're probably right, but I
probably
was
should not have
so
done that.
curious. I had to do it.
I was like really hoping we would all watch different versions. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
I was hoping like we all just had like a different like version to go off of.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
That would have been really fucking
We should probably put a
wild.
disclaimer at the beginning of this one that says, "Don't listen to this inebriated. You are not going to understand what's happening."
No.
If you're going to watch this movie, watch either the Miramax version or the Mark IV version. Otherwise, you're not going to know what the fuck we're talking about.
If you listen to this podcast inebriated, you're not going to know what we're talking about.
Nope.
No, I'm sober right now and I'm confused. So the
Where were we? Oh, I meant to mention with the whole running through scene that had every single optical illusion known to man
For reals.
in that one sequence, which is where I was just like, "This is hurting my eyes. I might bow out of this." I got a lot of Pink Panther vibes from the whole thing. Matter of fact, the character of the thief kind of gave me Pink Panther vibes because I feel like he was supposed to be silent, and Pink Panther is silent.
oh, that damn theme song.
And then they also have like he does a lot of the fourth wall break stuff.
He does.
So I was like, I feel like they kind of got that was kind of what they were going for with that character until they added the dialogue on top of him, and that kind of just threw all that.
Which makes sense because I love Pink Panther too. The old commercials.
Yeah.
Commercials, cartoons.
But I definitely got that vibe from the thief character. But anyway, moving on.
Also, a funny thing about the thief character we haven't mentioned. He only wears one shoe.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
one gold slipper. I don't
Yeah.
know how it stays on.
That thing's hanging
It's
on for dear
glued to
life this whole
him.
movie.
So Tack's locked up.
Tack is locked up.
This is when they have the second song, which I don't like.
Do you like the first song?
Kind of.
She was a kid.
Okay.
Etta's got hard nostalgia glasses.
It's
hardcore.
really holding on for this one.
No.
Hardcore.
I mean, a little bit, but
I mean, I'm like that with Shrek 2.
That's-
I will happily admit, I think Shrek 2 is a dumb movie, but I love it because I'm in the nostalgia.
I like the first song because, I mean, look at her. She's animated by a man.
Mm-hmm.
So for her having a song saying, "I'm more than just this," like, it makes sense. Like, that's how
Look,
I mean,
man.
that's how society views women. Like, you're
Yeah.
supposed to be a sex piece. Like, no, I'm more than just how I look. Like, I have a brain. I want to do stuff. I want to contribute.
And she
Yeah.
tells her father that later on.
Yeah.
I think in one version, it instantly is like,
But I think
Dad, I want to help. And he says, no, you can't. If I had a son, I would do it. And the other version, it's the king telling her to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was probably the director's cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I also think it's the song, if you look at when it came out, it's also playing on the era of animation times because we're coming off the tales of Ariel and Belle and
True.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Stronger female characters.
Yeah, we're like hovering. I think Mulan's 4 years out from now. Pocahontas is the next year.
Yeah.
So.
True.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know if she can read.
Oh wait,
Belle can read.
This comes out. The Miramax version comes out in '95 in America,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So yeah, we're hitting a lot of like pro.
Cinderella's in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Cinderella came out pretty early, like the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cinderella's really
Yeah.
old. But as far as like the Disney Renaissance go,
We're in the smack
where
dab
we
in the
have
middle of it.
strong female characters who also love to sing.
Yeah.
I think that's why they made Yum Yum sing in this movie.
Right.
That's definitely why.
Now, there was a really good joke about that in Moana when they get to that tower where right before they go see Tomatoa,
Yeah.
and Moana's up top. She goes, "Wow, this is amazing," and Maui is like, "If you start singing, I'm going to throw up."
Yes.
So the thief is in this field after he flew out these windows. He landed in these trees. He is now being hunted. I don't know how else to say this. He's being hunted by a polo ball
Yeah.
Devil ball.
because everywhere he goes, this thing follows him. And this sequence is pretty much the exact same between versions, I believe, only without the narration.
And I think it's better without the narration.
Yeah.
Because like I was getting a little kick out of the ball following home without the narration, but with the narration, I was like, please shut up.
It kind of reminded me of that episode of SpongeBob where he's playing with the reef blower.
Yes.
There's no dialogue in that one, but he's
That's fair.
still got like an antagonist with this fucking reef blower and these leaves. But the ball's following him up a tree. It follows him down the tree. He hides underground in a hole. The ball ends up in the hole, and he's just getting smacked around this whole game by these polo players on these polo ponies. And I believe there's a shot of the king and Zigzag, and behind them there's a window. And I think you can see the thief being knocked around in the air
Yeah, Zigzag
in this window.
going on and on about this milk and honey land protected, and there's rainbows, and then you just see the thief just going back and forth being walloped by
Yeah.
these ponies.
And this whole time, Tack is in his cell, and I think this is where he busts out a file and he starts filing away at the bars.
But also the strength this man has.
That's what I said.
Because he's literally... So, when they were singing Am I Feeling Love, which y'all haven't even known each other for a day?
You met him that afternoon.
Yeah. Anyway, but he's holding himself up. Like
After he lifted that giant ass ball onto the concrete.
Oh yeah, because he's got a ball and chain on his leg.
Yeah, but he's not standing on the ball and chain. He's literally holding himself up while he sings. And then while he's filing, he also has to hold himself up while
Maybe
he's filing.
cobblers are like blacksmith strong.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's got that sleeper build. He's really tiny, but he's super strong.
The moment he flexes, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
He
Right?
would have gave that nanny a run for her money, probably.
Maybe.
He's like Trunks from Dragon Ball Z.
Maybe that's the reason why he was like, yeah, Nanny, I'll fix your glasses. You can't get me.
Right?
It's okay, Nanny can't hurt you.
He did also flip the thief. Not that there's much to the thief.
Oh yeah, he did flip him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he's
Because
like a big ball because he walks hunched over.
When
but he's all
he-
robes.
From all the stuff he's carrying.
in one of the scenes, you can actually see his like arms or legs. I think when he's trying to steal the balls and he like pulls up the arms of his robe, which immediately fall back down because they're so baggy. And I think you can like see the joints and it looks like just bones just put together.
Etta, can I tell you a little spoiler?
What?
In the director's cut, you see him without the robe at all
What?
because it gets destroyed, and he goes through the trash and finds a new one. Quite literally, a trash can.
So he's just a bony little thing.
He's a bony little guy. This is actually the point when, after Zigzag mentions the kingdom of milk and honey and how they're safe under the three balls, this is actually the point in the director's cut where we meet One Eye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then they show the battle scene.
They show the battle scene. It's a longer scene. We see the messenger crawl back onto his horse.
Zigzag's narrating, not Zigzag, One Eye's narrating this whole scene.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's the scene from the opening where we travel over the mountains and everything.
Which is crazy because in the Miramax, One Eye doesn't really have a lot of lines. He has like 3.
Yeah, no, he's talking this whole time.
Oh. In the same voice?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the
Okay.
exact same voice. But it's just we meet him much later in the movie. And he says he's going to take the Golden Kingdom.
Oh.
And
Okay.
yeah, that messenger, though, he is so
He's fucked.
up.
Yeah. A champ, though. That man, if he survives, getting a Purple Heart for sure.
I think, I don't know.
When he shows up, they're just like, eh.
Right!
No one is like, hey, can we get a doctor?
No!
No one's rushing to help him. They watch him crawl.
And the poor horse collapses. And I'm like, well, they're both dead.
No one fucking cares. We go now to Zigzag's big bird temple tower.
Zigzag is so clearly an evil man that the king is an idiot, bro.
Oh, so
Well, the king also is named King Nod, and he keeps nodding off.
I will
Yeah.
say, though, I think King Nod is smarter than the Sultan in Aladdin.
hold on.
Yeah, I can see that
Yeah, because, like, he's...
in the director's cut.
Yes. Because it's like, the Sultan in Aladdin is damn near a child in his intelligence. In the way he be missing how often Jafar is trying to get one over on him.
But goddamn, the similarities. If you took King Nod and you shrunk him down just a little bit,
Rounding him out.
the similarities between him and the Sultan, whose name does he ever get a name in Aladdin, or is he just the Sultan? Dad.
He does have a name, but I don't remember it.
I don't
It's been
remember
a
it.
hot second. I don't think we made it that far in our Disney rewatch.
I can understand why these two movies were beefing, though.
Yes.
These
Yeah.
design
It's
similarities
crazy.
are crazy.
They are.
This one's just far more mature. But Zigzag, this is where we meet his pet bird,
Fido.
Fido. Thank you.
So this scene
Donald
in the
Pleasance.
Miramax is after the cobbler goes to Princess Yum Yum's to fix her shoe.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, tower, big
Yeah, the big tower. The top of it looks like a bird.
Yeah,
It actually reminds me of Jafar's scepter from Aladdin. We're going back to that again. Only it's a bird instead of a snake.
snake. Yeah.
Wait, doesn't Jafar have a bird?
Yeah.
He does.
parrot.
Iago.
Yeah.
Played by the late Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
I get him mixed up with, not Toucan Sam from Lion King.
Oh my god. Toucan Sam. For the Lion King bird?
Yes.
Oh,
Zuzu.
Yes.
yeah. Played by Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah. I get those two mixed up in my head.
That's fair. I think I've done that before too.
Yeah.
Well, Zigzag promises.
To be fair, though, also, same time. This is
Literally.
literally the same time.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. He promises Fido that he's going to let him eat the cobbler
Oh,
because, again, this might just be the
didn't
director's
have
cut.
that either.
Because he's talking the whole time.
Yeah.
In this version, he's just squawking.
Okay.
Michael!
God.
Fucking Donald Pleasance is voicing this bird. I could also do a "You only live twice, Mr. Zigzag," because he was a Bond villain.
Goldfinger.
So he keeps promising Fido, like, yeah, I'm gonna let you eat the cobbler. Let's go down to his cell. You can gobble him up.
Okay.
And that same night,
And then is that where also in the director's cut he has the mural of Princess Yum Yum? Oh.
no,
There's a mural of Princess Yum Yum and he's like, I'm gonna take her as my wife.
I don't
Like
think we get any
that's
mention
his evil
of
plan.
oh gosh, I'm trying hard to remember. He might mention it here that he wants the crown.
Yeah, no, it was all about marrying her to get the
Yes, but I don't remember a mural. I don't remember that in the Miramax version.
Yeah.
To
I
be honest.
vaguely remember it because I remember thinking, what is up with these old ass men trying to get these young ass girls at this time?
But yeah.
This is historically
It's
accurate.
fucking Harvey Weinstein.
You're right. You're right.
This is
Garbage monster Harvey Weinstein.
You're right.
This is so historically accurate. It's insane.
Yeah. The magic and all.
the most historically accurate part of this movie.
No, I'm talking about with the older men. And
Yeah,
the
yeah,
young-
that's- yeah.
That the accuracy on that is crazy.
Wow.
So where does it go to next? Because I think next is King Nod's nightmare.
No.
Oh.
There's another scene where
Okay.
the thief breaks into what looks like Yum Yum has a big white bed out in a courtyard.
What? Okay, you're gonna have to walk me through that one.
So she's like sleeping, and it's a big round white bed, and he sneaks in because she's got her slippers that Tack fixed, and like they now have like jewels on top of them, and they do this a lot in the director's cut where whatever he's lusting after, you see its reflection in his eyes, and he gets onto the bed, and as he's walking to get the shoes, it starts to vibrate and shake. The bed is made up of about a dozen gigantic white wolves. And they all pick their heads up and look at him. And he's like, whoop, gotta go. And he just runs out of the room.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because in the Miramax, after he gets his ass handed to him by the polo ponies, he walks around the corner, sees the golden balls, and he's just like, yes.
Gotta go.
That's hilarious.
There's a lot of changes in these two movies. Now, I don't really think it matters that we're telling stuff kind of out of order
this
depending
movie
on what
is
version
so
you're watching.
off the wall that you would just have to watch it for yourself anyway.
Yes, you're going to have to watch it.
Yeah.
Because again, knew nothing about this movie going in.
But also, low key, you've already seen this movie.
That is also true. You've seen this movie 100 times in 100 different places.
Yeah.
Only this one has an evil blue guy, whereas Aladdin has a good blue guy.
Exactly.
I think Aladdin and this movie came out within like a year of each other.
Yeah, because didn't Aladdin come out like 92?
92.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it was the second Disney movie
And that
I
was
ever saw.
part of it getting delayed too. Was Disney was in there and they're just like, "Oh, we're making something similar." So
Well, didn't you say that dude started? He started on this like
in the 60s.
ages?
Richard Williams originally conceived of this movie in the 60s, and from that moment until it was taken away from him in the 90s, he was working on this movie.
Crazy.
I think had this movie come out, you know what? I'll save it in my review.
At that point, he had his chance.
Right.
That's kind of what I said. Again, he was a perfectionist, and it was to his detriment.
Very much so.
So I'm gonna do it again. I know I am. Zigzag takes Fido down to the cell to let him get eaten, or to let him eat the cobbler.
Okay.
But the cobbler uses his ball and chain, and he drops it on top of Fido. Fido.
Fido, yep.
But a lot of the cells for this scene aren't finished. They're just
Okay.
like storyboard artwork.
Yeah.
And the bird is just so fucking hungry. He's desperately trying to eat this guy. And after he lays him out like that, then we see the king having his dream.
Okay.
But in this
Wait,
version,
did we see Tack escape the cell?
No, that hasn't. Right now, it's just where he drops the ball on the bird.
Okay, because I was like, there's a moment after that where I was like, what are we doing?
There's a lot of this movie I was going, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But in the king's dream in this version, you actually see blood.
Oh.
Like you see swords swinging, and you see like blood droplets flying.
No, there's...
And the king has a nightmare about the kingdom being attacked.
Right.
And he wakes up and he calls for Zigzag. And you have all the messengers, I think, in the kingdom are like,
just
Zigzag!
yelling. King needs you.
And he's down in the cell, and he's like, fuck, I gotta watch this later. Coming, Your Grace. I cannot do a Donald or a Vincent Price impression.
That was pretty good.
And the bird is like, get over here, I'm going to eat you.
Michael?
It's just a bird in a thin brown raincoat.
Feed me, Seymour, feed me.
But the king tells him, like, look, I'm having this dream. We're going to be attacked. I think the balls might be in danger. You got to protect my golden balls. And
The way they kept referring to these golden balls.
not spheres, balls.
No, they're literally balls.
I have the maturity level of a 12-year-old.
Right.
So I kept hearing balls and giggling. And Zigzag...
Especially later in the movie when the thief does get the balls.
Oh my god, yes. And this I think was unfinished animation.
Yeah.
And it really does look like balls.
It looks like whole testicles. We'll get there when we get there.
Okay.
But it's so bad. But the Zigzag is like, look, nothing can happen. The balls are right there. No one can get to them. Who would be able to climb that thing?
Freak of nature.
And the
And then during this, so after the polo match, the thief walks down and he's just like, everything hurts. Why do I do this? And then he sees the golden balls. He's like, that's why. He's like, feeling good, feeling great, and backs up. And then that's when it goes to the king and his nightmare. Zigzag being like, no, it'll all be fine. And that's when he's doing his pole vaulting.
That was actually really funny because he's got this thin little stick, and instead of putting it in the ground like you're supposed to pole vault, he runs right into a wall and it jams into his chest, and he gets the wind knocked out of him.
Yep.
He's just kind of like but he spends like the next 5 to 10 minutes
Yes.
doing all these shenanigans
Yep.
to get these balls off this tower. And this is not the first time, this is not the last time he does this.
No.
But all this is happening in the background as Zigzag is telling the king, like, look, everything's good. We're golden. We're gravy, baby. What you worried about?
No one's getting it.
You see my long, creepy fingers? No one's going to fuck with us. I can do magic.
Yep. And then
This is where Tack escapes.
the princess is still asking about Tack.
Uh-huh.
What freak of nature? Oh, and then he gets bounced with all the awnings, the thief does. And then ends up going, there's like a scene where he goes through all these buildings and he's like gathering all these plants.
Yep.
And I'm like, hell yeah, he's getting a deal. Then he goes through one, you just hear a crash. He comes out with a rose in his mouth. And he's like, ooh, naughty.
I don't remember the plant stuff.
No, that's the part I was giggling at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Weren't you inebriated? All right, well, that explains that.
I was a little fucked up.
Y'all also watched 2 versions.
Yeah.
That is.
We did.
But
But
you were just
I
working
was
against
I
yourself.
was I was sober on the
the
second
plant
version.
The plant one's in the second one too, though.
Well, this whole time actually, Tack is using the file to get out of his jail cell.
It's insane that they didn't search his pockets before they put him in there. What if he had a gun?
I feel like he has.
A gun? A gun?
Excuse me?
Hey, don't touch me. I'm packing heat.
I mean, if he's quoting Winston Churchill,
No.
As
You
a
know-
thief.
The thief was breaking the
thief
fourth
was.
wall the whole time
That's
in
true, he
that
was.
one version.
yeah.
They
Where's
don't
he gonna
actually
get a gun from?
They don't
know.
have
This
guns.
is the time of the Arabian Nights. They have swords.
Maybe like what if he had a dagger? You know, what if he had like a?
He had pockets full of tags.
They should have taken his tax, but man has infinite supplies.
Yeah,
He also, that's his fucking god killer weapon he uses.
Yeah.
Attack is what starts and ends this whole fucking movie.
Go cobbler, like
Go cobbler pocket.
Ugh.
But the King Nod and Zigzag are arguing about, hey, you know, I had this dream, the kingdom's in trouble. No, your grace, the kingdom's fine. The thief doing his ridiculous pole vaulting, awning bouncing, plant grabbing, and the whole time Tack is in his cell just going, oh, look at that. He's up there trying to steal the balls.
I'm not gonna lie though.
well, the first time he saw him, he's like, what was that? And then the second time he literally sees him and he's just like,
This
what
bastard.
yeah. He's like, this
I'm in here
motherfucker.
because of that fucker.
Yeah.
I can smell you from here.
Probably.
Probably.
Also, it's funny, the tower that the balls are on are held up. Yeah, I know, right? Are held up by these support wires because the tower is tilted.
Yes, it is.
The thing is crooked. And they're like, well, no one could ever climb that to get up there and get those things. We're good. Calm down. Hit this shit. We're good.
But
we're
like
good.
King Nod's reaction to this whole situation is very much Quirrell running into the
dungeon?
The dungeon.
Or the Great Hall?
Yeah, and it's like troll in the dungeon.
Great balls missing from the tower.
They're going to happen. I'm just like, yeah, nope, definitely getting Quirrell vibes here. It doesn't help the turban either.
And
Oh,
just goes back
yeah.
to sleep.
Yep.
Well, the other thing would be the king is doing a whole lot of, well, what if they are stolen?
Right.
And this reminds me of a Michael Clark Duncan quote from the Slam and Salmon, which is a comedy made by the guys who made Super Troopers. It's
Michael Clark Duncan, Mission Impossible.
that's Ving Rhames.
Okay, never mind.
Kingpin from Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Gotcha.
R.I.P.
Green Mile.
Green Mile.
Right.
He has a line in that movie of, if ifs and buts was candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
I've heard that line before.
And the king is just having a panic attack. Well, what if? What if? What if? It's like, dude, you're giving yourself anxiety. Now, fair enough. In 2 seconds, those balls are going to be gone.
Like
Spoiler.
immediately, the king's like, I've had a vision.
Listen to me, you blue fuck. And the thief gets up on top of the tower. He does a tightrope walk using the pole vaulting stick. And he manages to get over to the balls. Because he spends about 10 minutes doing the goddamn pole vaulting bit. And when he finally gets up to the tower, like Etta said, he pulls up the robe and he pops the first ball off.
He doesn't get them from pole vaulting. He gets them from...
Yeah, the tightrope walking.
He said
Yeah.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You're over there playing with
zoned-
your frog.
You zoned out for a minute.
No, he said pole vaulting. Check it. Anyway, moving on.
Editor me, go back and prove her wrong.
Well, I'm editing this episode, I think.
Editor you, go back and prove
She's
me.
just going to side with me, so...
Fuck, you're right. God damn it.
I heard what you said. She
Show him
zoned
the
for a minute.
receipts.
So the thief is... He pulls off the first ball and he pops it between his knees. And then he pops off the second one and he puts that one down there. And he's got the third one. And now he's got all these gigantic golden balls in his hands. They are... The smallest one I would say is like a bowling ball size. And then
Yeah.
the next one would be like a big beach ball. And the next one's just a little bit bigger than that. Give you an idea what size these balls are at.
Yeah.
Like a snowman build.
There, yeah.
Exactly.
That's perfect. Like a snowman
Exactly.
build. And
All while this is happening, Tack is crawling out of the cell with his little...
the ball and chain.
Yeah, the ball and chain, yes.
Yeah. And he uses one of his tacks to pick the lock, which Erica had the great question of, shouldn't he have done that before he climbed out?
I asked that too, but remember he was using the ball to jump to the window.
Oh,
Okay.
That's
But
true.
granted, he still probably could have still used the
Yeah, he
ball.
could've
if
Left
he
the
was
ball
detached.
down there
Yeah.
and then
So
Look, man.
yeeted himself up.
I don't know.
so I have the director's cut playing right now
Okay.
to help me keep track of this movie. I want you to see this is the part where they really do look like balls.
Oh, I can't wait.
As the thief is tightrope walking, trying to get away. Wait. Unfinished cells. He puts them in his robe, and then he starts swinging around the rope that's holding the tower up. And it just looks like he's swinging nuts. He's hanging brain.
Okay, that was not in. This
No,
is not in the
no,
mix.
no. You can see it's very unfinished.
He does that though.
Yep.
Yep.
And then he's
But
away.
I don't remember the balls swinging like that in
No.
the
Yeah,
movie.
That wasn't in there.
Yeah.
No, if you see anything in this version that is unfinished footage, it was not in the original version.
So in the other one, it's his feet. Yeah. So yeah, there were no balls swinging. That's hilarious though.
But
Right?
but he falls down and he loses the balls, and now they're bouncing around the courtyard.
yeah, and they go through a window as he falls down that tower.
and
Yep.
and you can hear them the rest of the scene. You can hear these big
Cling.
yeah,
Clang.
and the princess runs to her father because she like something's wrong, and a lot of stuff happens at the same time. The messenger that survived the one-eye attack shows up.
Yep.
He rolls into the chamber and
Crawls his way and everyone's just watching him.
no one is helping this man.
Nobody.
No one. Hey, he's got about a dozen arrows in his back and a spear going through him. Should we help?
Fine.
No.
They're like, he's made it this far.
Greg's very independent. He doesn't want help. And
Shout out to Greg. We love you listening.
but the king is like, what is this about? And he tells him, warns him about One Eye is coming to the city. And
Very
the king,
visually. He's like, one eye!
oh yeah. And he looks out. The king looks out the window, and he's like, the balls are gone.
Not even that. He's like, my balls are gone.
Oh, did he?
I don't remember saying my balls are gone.
Oh.
But the horse collapses. The messenger, I think, dies here.
After he says One Eye is coming, he
Yeah.
collapses. Nope, still nobody helps.
No one. And the Zigzag leans back to his little minions. He's got these 4 goons who look like villains from Dick Tracy. And he tells them, like, hey, go find those balls that are bouncing around and bring them to me tonight.
Well, I like when the thief first drops them and you can hear them. Zigzag goes, is this opportunity ringing?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he does.
and the
So the minions are trying to get the balls and they're
Yep.
bouncing. So all you see is just like one of them has a hold of the smallest ball.
The tiny guy.
And he's just being tossed as the ball bounces.
we also see how they get out of the palace through a secret passage.
Yes.
And that comes into play later.
Because Tack uses that same secret passage.
Yeah, after he... Which...
It should be right about now, right?
Yeah, as I say, it's around there.
Somewhere around here, because Tack is now out of his cell.
Yes.
He's got his new pet mouse.
And he's like, and I have to go warn Princess Yum Yum that Zigzag's up to something.
Yeah.
With all my tax, you see.
Yes.
With all my tax. He finds it because he's following the thief, I believe. And the king is telling his people, again, this might be the director's cut version, but the king is warning everyone, hey, the balls are gone. We're going to be attacked. We need to be ready. And
It sounds like Farquaad's like, so some of you may die.
but
that
that's
is
a
a
risk
price.
I am willing to make. Or it sounds like our fucking president. And the thief is going through the crowd of knights and soldiers, and he's stealing the clothes off of some of them as they're just standing there. And
Because he just can't
And then
help
he
himself.
stops
He can't.
around a pole and sees like
He's
a
got a-
necklace
yeah.
dangling from his own pocket
yep.
and grabs it, and he's like chuckling to himself.
Uh-huh. And this is where Tack is he finds the secret passage.
Yes.
And I think the thief sees him, and the thief follows him in. And Tack ends up back in the princess's room somehow, because she's talking about
We need to go help, maybe.
yes, because the princess is still wondering what happened to the cobbler. And Nanny is the one that suggests that maybe he's locked up.
He's locked up.
Won't let me out.
Sorry. You're on the same page, though.
Okay.
I was thinking Tiny Rick.
My bad.
Let me out. Let me out. But when the princess makes her way down to the cell, and she finds the bird. And she tells the bird to, fuck off.
Bring me my bird.
Really? Okay.
I love for you to watch the other version of this movie.
I
think you would like
at
it,
this
yeah.
point.
Yeah, I think you would like it.
Maybe I'll do that tomorrow, so you won't have to suffer through it.
Hey. He looks like he's suffering now.
He's already suffering through it. He's like, why did they do this? Just made this infinitely harder. He was just like, this movie's only an hour. This podcast shouldn't be that long.
You would think. But I have a way to fuck up a wet dream. So, to be fair, until last night, I didn't know there was other versions of this film.
Yeah.
And then when I found out, I was like, I need to watch a different version of this movie. And I read online that the version that we watched is considered the better version by a lot of people. So I was like, I'm too curious. I need to look at this.
Because I was like, I want to do this again. And he's like, we can watch it over dinner. I was like, fine.
Don't worry, we were on the same page. The first time she showed me, I was like, this is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, this is not a good movie. And I'm like, fine.
like,
We
What
were
is-
20 minutes in, and I was like, Etta likes this movie?
I love this movie.
I swear to you, when we started this movie, I said out loud, the thief is her favorite character.
Yes. Hands down.
And then we found out it's like, oh, he doesn't speak. And I was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, if you take the dialogue out, he's so much
But I
better.
knew
But
y'all
it-
weren't
but
going to
it-
like it.
But it also makes sense with his animation style because his mouth
does.
he's never moving as
And
he's
then
talking.
it makes sense for Tack not to talk either.
That's true. Although in the
Yeah.
Miramax version, they edited a mouth onto him.
Yes,
in
they
certain
did.
scenes.
In certain scenes.
Like when he's in the jail cell, he's like, I gotta go find Princess Yum Yum.
I wish they would have let Sean Connery do the full narration of this whole movie.
That would have been incredible. That's just like when Sean Connery, a Scottish man, plays an Egyptian in Highlander
Oh, no.
It's the same vibe.
with the name Rodriguez
How does that work?
Badly.
because the character is immortal in the movie and he's originally Egyptian. But
With the name Rodriguez?
But by the time you meet him, he's been living in Spain for a very long
Oh,
time.
so he's like, I want that name.
That's how I take it.
Alejandro.
It's really fucking funny. So Princess Yum Yum doesn't find the cobbler in his cell. She
Goes to confront her father about it.
goes to talk to her father, and in Etta's version, I'm going to call it,
This is where Zigzag gets the balls.
he's now got them in his tower.
And he has that weird nose grabby tool thing that I did not like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, but the
And then this is when they go back, Zigzag to the king. And it makes sense that this was cut in different pieces because I was like, when the king and Zigzag were talking, Princess Yum Yum wasn't there. And then afterwards, when Tack goes up to peek through the curtain, she's there. And I'm like, she would have heard that whole entire conversation between the king and the Zigzag, and she didn't. But anyway. And then this is where you saw So the king's like, where are the balls? And when he flourishes his hands, he hits Zigzag in the balls.
And he goes, oof.
Yeah. And he puts his hands down and he grabs his balls.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, do you remember earlier when we talked about the thief stealing her back scratchers?
Yes.
Her 2 little hand back scratchers.
Because in the Miramax, he only steals 1.
Right.
Right.
And it never comes back up again.
Never again.
Well, in this version, he follows Tack down the tunnel,
Okay.
and he comes across a big pot. Not a pot. Like a clear glass vase in the middle of this dark tunnel full of jewels.
Interesting.
He empties his pockets full of gold and shit. Like a pile of gold items. And he reaches in and he's trying to steal this gem out. And he can't get it. Mm-hmm. And as he's doing this, 2 big guards come up behind him. And this was probably the funniest thing that he does for me in the movie. He just looks at them, looks back, clink, 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 trying to get the diamond out. Looks back at them, clink, 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 clink. And then he walks a few steps away, clink, 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 clink. Walks back, clink, 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 clink. And he's just doing this back and forth, back and forth. They pick him up and they carry him out into the square. And they're like, thief, thief. And there's one of those stockade style devices that's just for hands.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, in certain parts of the world, if you are caught stealing,
They cut your hands off.
they cut your hands off.
Right.
So they open it up, and he's like, he takes out the 2 little back scratchers, and he puts them through, and they're really thin, like pencils.
Right.
And they close it on him, and they raise their swords up, and they cut the back scratchers off, and he like tucks his arms back into his robe, and he scuttles away, and he gets back into a corridor, and he drops the handles that are now broken, and then he pops one hand out, and he's like, oh, okay, still got that hand. And he pops the other one out, and he goes, oh, I'm good, and he goes on his way back to stealing more shit.
Did he get the diamond?
No.
Oh, because they caught them.
They caught him.
Yeah, I got you.
But it was just like clink, 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 clink. Look, clink, 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 clink.
Well, I guess I will be watching that.
And
And then this is where
Zigzag does the
the
magic trick?
with the balls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
did he already ask the king to marry Yum Yum?
This is right with
Yeah,
that.
that's the same. So he produces the balls, makes him see them, and then he's just like, grant me my one desire.
And it's to marry your daughter.
Yeah.
And the king laughs him out of the room.
Yep.
Yes.
In the director's cut,
He's like, you fool.
he is like, fuck no, you're not marrying my daughter. Get the fuck out of here.
He's like, who do you think you are, peasant?
Oh.
You blue weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you and your mama. Like,
The king's like, you can suck my dick with your mama's lips. Get out of my
Nice.
chamber.
like he is so offended that Zigzag had the nerve and audacity to ask him this request.
Whereas in the Miramax version, it's like,
Yeah, he just laughs him.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
We're not doing that. And that's what makes Zigzag be like, oh, well, you don't want to give me what I want. Okay, I'll show you.
Yep.
I'm going to take these balls, and I'm going to go take them over to One Eye, and I'm going to show my big golden balls to him and see what he thinks.
And then as he's walking, another black and white checkerboard.
Another optical illusion.
He's walking down the stairs. Tack is walking up.
Yeah, it's like the floor that Tack walks. He walks up some stairs and he walks across the floor, and Zigzag walks under that same part of the floor, but down the same stairs Tack just came up.
Yep.
The wide shots of inside this palace are so fucking trippy.
Yes.
Hell of a palace.
It is a hell of a palace. But I believe this is where the princess is like, look,
I can help.
Yeah.
She's like, I can go get these balls for you. I can go get your balls back, father.
He mentions, he's like, oh, nobody can help us. And he's like, oh, the sister of One Eye, the witch, who has the other eyeball.
But the alternate version of it is he, the king,
Uh-huh.
says, you, my daughter, need to go see this witch.
Oh, okay.
If I had a son, I'd send him.
Right.
I don't. I'm sending you to do this.
He's like, I failed in my sperm. I failed in my balls. So I
My
need
balls were not golden, so.
So I am stuck with my daughter. Go.
Her mother was like, we're having a girl. He was like, fuck.
And then she died.
Oh, God. That's what you get for making me a daughter. I wanted a son. And Princess Yum Yum is like, well, I need a guide. I can't go through this desert and find this statue with this gem encrusted in its head and this big tower that looks like a hand on my own.
Oh, yeah, this crap was crazy. 7 leagues into the desert to the Hands of Glory Tower.
Wait, pause. Aren't leagues measuring water?
I assumed, yeah. I always thought it was water.
Well,
I said that.
You did say that.
I said
And I'm
that
like, because
last
I was
night.
like, what is a
I
league?
was like, they usually
It's
use
like
that
nautical
for-
miles and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they met? I guess the sand.
The sands
A
of
sea- a
time?
sea-
Because it
Sand.
sounds better than you're going to go this number of kilometers or this number of miles
That's
into the
true.
desert. Leagues.
And then there's a golden idol with a golden ruby in its head. And then the sun has to shine down on the ruby to point to a door to get.
It's very...
It's in,
Indiana Jones.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
It's it's very Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I'm just like,
Some
holy
romancing the
crap.
stone.
They found Tannis. But the little statue, though, that has the gem when we get to it, it looks like a little Buddha.
It does.
Also, when you first see it, I originally thought, man, that thing is gigantic. But then when you see it later, it's very small.
Yep.
It's very tiny. It's also like a tourist destination.
Pretty much.
But she's like, I know exactly who can bring me there. See that little black and white guy poking his head out through that curtain?
This guy who looks like he's never seen the sun, ever.
I mean,
Tack?
he probably hasn't.
He can tag along.
Boo.
So she picks him to be her guide, and he's like, the king is like, do you trust him? She goes, absolutely.
This
You see
man
what he
I
did
met
with these
yesterday?
shoes?
And then during this, the thief is like trying to sneak out the castle, and he's doing his own like Mission Impossible theme. As there's another optical illusion of, it looks like he's going down a hall, and the background doesn't change, and then he stops and he just starts going horizontal.
This movie's so fucking trippy.
And then he sees himself in the wall,
He's scared. He gets scared.
and he scares himself.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But he hears the story of the gem.
and he hears gold, ruby, and he's like, yep, nope, I'm into.
He's getting a
Following
heist
on.
boner.
Yep.
At the same time that Yum Yum, Tack, and Nanny leave to go through the desert, Zigzag loads up the 3 golden balls in what look like a duffel bag, and he heads toward the mountains where One Eye is hanging out. Mm-hmm. This is where our heroes meet the brigands,
Yep.
who I described earlier as looking like the rock monster from Neverending Story.
Yep.
One of the guys has something I've never seen in animation before. I've seen a hooked hand. Never seen a hooked foot before this guy.
Yeah.
But he comes running in and he goes, there's a caravan! A caravan, sir, there's a caravan! And like, what do
caravan.
we do with a caravan? Let's
They had
consult
some
the book.
interesting accents too.
They did, and I also like that they're all animated differently.
They are.
They all look gross,
Yes.
but they all are animated independently, not two look alike. And
These were probably done in like the 80s.
these things were
opposed to
probably
70s.
drawn long before any of us were ever born.
So this movie was animated on 1s, as opposed to animated on 2s, which is part of the reason it took so fucking long. That's why it was so labor intensive, because they had to draw 24 different like images
For
for
a second.
each second. So it's just like, why would
Oh
you?
my God.
Why would you? Because normally it's on 2s.
How many animations for that?
Half. It's like
So
half.
12?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So that's another reason it took so long, is because of how much drawing they actually had to do for this thing.
Richard Williams was, again, he was trying to be a perfectionist. If he was not happy with something, they would
Scrap
they would
whole
keep working.
sequences.
There was a portion of the movie where he was working on this with another. There's a book that this is based off of, and he was working with the woman who wrote it, and eventually she backed out of the deal. He had to start all over again with all of his animation.
Oh my God.
At one point, he had the backing of, was it a Saudi prince? Gave him $100,000. We watched a behind-the-scenes thing last night.
Yeah.
Gave him $100,000 to work on this movie.
Yeah.
And that quickly ballooned into $250,000. And it just, everything about this movie was working against him, because I think we said earlier, he was working to his own detriment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because he was not happy with something. and it just blew up.
I imagine this thing was a nightmare to work on.
Absolutely.
Sometimes, like, fans, if you're a fan of things, you shouldn't be the one in charge of making it.
You also can't be like a perfectionist about some things.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to things like that.
Look at the original Star Wars trilogy. George Lucas came up with Star Wars, stole a whole bunch of shit from Frank Herbert, and he directed the first one. Mm-hmm. After that, he was like, you know what? I'm not going to direct this next one.
Apparently it was like a miserable experience.
Absolutely. But it was directed by Irvin Kershner, I believe was the guy's name who directed Empire Strikes Back. Mm-hmm. And he, to this day, has directed the best Star Wars movie.
I think, like, everyone says repeatedly, not the worst Star Wars movies, but, like, New Hope, and I think he did Phantom Menace, right?
Lucas?
Yeah.
Lucas did the entire prequel trilogy. He did all three of those and the original movie.
Yeah, and those are, like, people would say those are, like, the worst ones. Like, George Lucas is a fan of his own work and also a perfectionist to its detriment. Because he also comes back and re-edits it. And
that's what I was
like,
about to say. He goes back and changes a lot.
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing?
Now, that being said, the one he was writing and did not direct, again, is the best one. If he had tried to direct all three of those original movies, I imagine they would have been trash. Mm-hmm. Whereas the two he did not direct, I agree that Empire is a better movie, but my favorite is still 6. Lucas did not direct either one of those.
6 is Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's my favorite one.
That's the one that's the most kid-friendly as well.
It is the most kid-friendly. Mm-hmm. I just like the shit between Luke and Darth Vader. But the movie that we're talking about, The Thief and the Cobbler, the brigands have a book that they pull up out of the sand, and it's almost like a how-to book or what to do. Mm-hmm. And it's like...
Well, it's a dictionary, right?
Well, no, because it's got... He looks up caravan under sea.
Right,
and
they
says,
just go to the next word that's after the word that they know.
Well, I thought it was like instructions. Like if you see a caravan, charge.
Oh. I thought it was just like a dictionary.
I mean, maybe. But it's just called book.
I don't know what it is.
Where they just put the words that they knew down. So after caravan, it was just charge.
I mean, that might have been it. They didn't know hide her hair of what a shirt was.
True.
Well, it was
or
hot.
shelter. They're just laying out in the sun. They're the same color as
with
rocks.
Their bone tree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they charge at the caravan, and these guys are gigantic. These characters.
Is this where their song pops up?
Yeah, they have that song about staying in school.
Almost.
It's coming.
But they're hiding behind this tiny little rock. Mm-hmm. And when Tack sees them, he stops the caravan. The princess and Nanny poked her head out to look, and that's when the brigand captain is like, "Charge!" And they run at them. And Tack goes to stop him, and he just scoops him up by his ankles, and he's holding him upside down like you would see in a bully doing a cartoon.
Yep.
And Nanny comes out swinging.
But before she starts swinging, though, Tack, thinking very smartly,
he ties his shoelaces together and he falls down, and then that's when Nanny comes out and just starts taking him down.
Mm-hmm.
She beats one of them, karate chops one, pokes one in the eyes, and then they jump on her. All these guys jump on Nanny. And the princess is like, "What the fuck is this? What are you doing? Can you get off of my babysitter?"
Right.
And they're like, "Well, it's my stomach again. We've been out here in the desert for 30 years. We were waiting on orders. We never really kind of got any to come back."
They're singing the worst song in the movie where they're like, if I gotta stay in school, or if I had stayed in school, I wouldn't be out here.
Yep.
And I don't know how that correlates.
This is what happens when you don't finish school.
Yeah.
You become a brigand. But the princess is like, "Look, I'm the royal princess. Mm-hmm. We're going to save our kingdom. You are now my royal guards. And can you get the fuck off my nanny, please?"
He's like, "I am hiring you now."
Yeah. And Nanny is like, "Oh, the nerve of you." Because Nanny has a Scottish accent. Forgot to mention that.
She's from the same clan as Tack.
Yeah. Clan McTack. McTackish. I'm a cobbler. So now they have a bigger band of people. Zigzag makes it to the One Eye camp, And he tells Fido that he's going to convince them to do what he wants. I think he also makes him the promise here to feed him.
Yep.
And when he goes in...
And he steals the flag.
Yes, he steals the flag. And they sneak up on him and they put their swords to his throat. And he...
It's like, hey, buddy, slow down. I got some things you might want.
Yeah, don't kill me yet. But when he goes in, they're like having a party.
Yep.
And you see that One Eye is sitting on a lounger, but it's made of women.
Yep.
And he stands up and he's like, throne. And they reconfigure into a chair. And he's sitting on them. And Zigzag is like, look, I've got these 3 golden balls here that you can use. They're now yours. I am a magician. I am a master of beasts. I can manipulate people. And look, I'm here to help you take over the kingdom. I just want the princess. Mm-hmm. And One Eye is like, oh, master of beasts, huh? Oh, okay, interesting. Hey, throw this guy in with the alligators.
We'll just take those balls.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
But Zigzag, working his silver tongue, he actually convinces the alligators to help him. Because he's like, look, you don't want to eat me. I'm all skin and bone. There's nothing here. But, after the battle, there'll be plenty of people to eat.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Something
Keeps promising animals food.
plump and portly and paunchy. I don't even know what the word paunchy means.
I don't know, but it works. Because he uses the alligators like a ladder, and he climbs out.
Okay.
And he then uses them like sled dogs.
Yep.
And he shows back up at the camp, and he's like, "What the fuck did I tell you? I told you I can control beasts. Don't fuck with me."
And then while Zigzag is doing that, the thief is going around the campsite stealing things.
With our heroes.
Yes.
Yes, because he's hiding in a little blue tent.
Yes.
It's like the kind of tent you would see at the beach where you change your clothes. Mm-hmm. And he walks right into like a little pond of water,
Yep.
which is as close as he gets to taking a bath.
True.
And when he comes out of the water, he cuts himself out of the tent.
Yes.
And it was full of stuff. And you see a shot of him from the back, and it looks like he's taking a piss.
Yes.
But when he
Where he's
turns
wringing
around, he's
himself out.
wringing out his robes. And at first I was like, well, that's kind of inappropriate. I was like, what are we doing?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And the next day there's also a camel laughing at him.
Oh my god, that camel is dying.
That's very Hanna-Barbera. The way that camel was just laughing.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was just like, is this a Hanna-Barbera cartoon?
They were in there. Everybody had hands in this movie.
Everyone was dipping their little claws into that pot.
Touching balls.
Let me draw the balls. The next day, they actually find the Golden Tower. The tower made of hands. Golden hands, not real hands. That'd be creepier.
In the middle of the desert.
Just in the middle of the desert. And they're waiting for the sun to hit the jewel on the little statue just right. And it's a big red jewel in the forehead. And when they see it, the brigands are like, we're going to wait out here. We don't want to go in there.
It's like, this is not for us.
We're outside people.
We're big, but we're delicate.
Yeah. And the thief shows up to the statue, and there are all these signs.
Well, there's just a circle of guards too
Around the statue.
Yes.
And that's what made me realize the statue was actually so small.
Right.
Because when I first saw it, I was like, well, that
It
thing's-
looks huge.
It looks like it's as big as the spire.
Right.
The big hand. But it's not. It's
Nope,
very
it's
small.
Tiny.
But it's all these signs that are like pointing in a direction. I don't think most of them are in English.
I think they're probably all saying the same thing.
One of them says no prayers beyond this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just in different languages.
Right.
For the different people, I guess, who not celebrate, but practice Islam.
That makes sense. Based on where this movie takes place. Mm-hmm. The thief has a brilliant idea to get the gem in the statue. He's going to use these leaves from a plant as wings. And he jumps off the spire, and now he spends the next 5 minutes.
He does a full Icarus with this.
He's just zooming around the screen, and then he figures it out, and he's doing a pretty good job flying around now. He still can't stop and get that gem. And our heroes find a way into the spire.
Because Tack's like, let me hammer on this precious statue here, this religious statue.
And he pulls one of the hands and it opens up. And when they go inside, they meet the creepiest little lady.
The witch.
The witch.
With her titties hanging down to her knees.
Yep.
Yeah, and she's kind of crazy.
A little bit.
But when we meet her, she's actually a floating eyeball.
Yeah.
And
The same eyeball from Hercules in the Fates.
No, he put the glad in Gladiator.
Hercules.
But she is like, all right, I'm going to help you out, but first I need to go over here and go down here, find this thing, go back up here, and then she tells them that Tack is the one that's going to save the kingdom.
Oh, dude. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not how it is in the Miramax version.
Yeah?
So in the Miramax, she gives them like a riddle.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And it's, when to the wall you find your back. Attack, attack. Believe in yourself is what you lack. Attack, attack, and never look back.
Is she all smoke?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, in this version, she is actually a physical body.
Doesn't she turn
Nope.
in-
She's like a smoky thing in the one that you're talking about. That's
I
why
mean,
when
you
they first,
sort of get a glimpse
Nope.
of her. You do.
she's an actual person.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
She's an actual person.
Oh, I
she's an
don't
With her
actual
like.
titties
person.
down to the floor.
I don't like the tentacle tunnel in the back, but sure. But there's a wisp of her where you see her face and there are titties dangling.
But she's all smoke.
But she's all
Yeah,
smoke.
she's all
Right. She
smoke
turns
in
into
the
smoke at the end of the scene.
Oh, okay.
And she tells him, like, the victory or the way to victory. And I believe as the smoke thing, she pulls the tack out of his mouth and she's like, attack.
Oh, okay.
You don't get that at all in the.
Nope.
You get the riddle.
Yeah.
You just get the riddle. They don't realize that she was talking about attack until later.
Yeah, and they also pay her in gold. Like the trunk they bring with them on the journey, they pay her with all these gems and shit.
I don't think they paid her in the one.
No, the brigands were carrying a chest.
Yeah,
They
and
gave it to her.
I don't remember
Yeah,
them.
they didn't give her anything.
But they were carrying a chest. I remember that.
She was not paid.
She got paid. I just don't know who carried it.
She's a
up to
crazed
her.
witch
Yeah.
that lives in the desert. She don't even need the gold anyway.
She doesn't.
She could
likes
just.
the jewels,
But
Well,
she-
maybe
she-
she gets paid from the tourists come to see the Ruby Buddha.
Oh, maybe there's like a
fine.
fountain situation. You
Yeah.
throw in a coin, make a wish.
And she's the wish granter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when she's like going around the tower to like find the things that she needs to give them, she's swinging on a rope like Tarzan, and she crashes into the thief, and that's what causes him to fall down, and his robes get destroyed, and he just goes through the trash and he finds new ones.
Oh, okay. Yep. Nope.
You don't get that in the one we saw.
But she like explodes and turns into that cloud of smoke before she tells them like, look, here's the way to win, this tack. And I think that's when they make their way back to the city.
Yep, they screw off.
Yeah.
It was a very short adventure.
Very.
Yeah, and
Even though it took them 3 days to get there, so I don't know how the heck they got back in time.
right. Because the king is getting ready at the kingdom for the battle,
Right.
and our heroes are trying to rush back to help. The thief is in tow, and we see that One Eye has this fucking
Gargantuan.
Wild Wild West-esque.
War machine.
Yes. And he's just got thousands and thousands of minions and this big metal machine, just all these weapons and spike balls and catapults and
I was getting very much Huns going to attack
There's
China vibes. off of it.
Elephants in there, armored elephants.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like Saruman sending
Yeah.
I was also getting Lord of the Rings
the
vibes.
damn Uruk-hai
Yeah.
to attack Helm's Deep.
crazy
Buddy
looking.
Scott. What we did not know was that this was actually a Rube Goldberg machine.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It is so much longer in the director's cut. This thing,
It goes on forever.
it's so fucking long.
Oh.
So by the time you see that thing for the first time in the movie, there's probably 20 minutes left.
That checks.
Yeah, and it just goes on, and it's all shenanigans with the thief again.
Yep.
Because everything that happens in this movie is because of him.
Well, it starts with the tag. Well, at least in the one that we watched, it started with the tag.
Right.
Yeah, because
But how'd that tack end up there?
He shot it.
No. The tack at the beginning I'm talking about. The thief.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If the thief hadn't dragged Tack down the stairs and the shit spilled out of his pockets, practically nothing in this movie would have happened.
True.
But the party make it back, and they see this gigantic war machine. It never makes it to the city because I believe leading the charge is Zigzag on a horse. Mm-hmm. And he starts charging at Tic Tac. I almost called him Tic Tac. Zigzag and Tic Tac.
They should have called him Tic
They
Tac.
should have called him Tic Tac.
Oh, man. He'll make your breath fresh.
Zigzag versus Tic Tac.
Tic Tac. But the Tic Tac. God damn, I did it again. Tac. I don't know why I started that. Tac steps up to like confront Zigzag, and he falls down and he uses like his shoelaces, and he launches this tack at him. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, Zigzag rips his pants off.
Yep.
Of Tac. And this little tack that he launched, it flies around and bounces off helmets and spears and shields and walls of all these little minion soldiers, and it eventually lands in the ass of Zigzag's horse.
Yep.
This horse rears up and causes Zigzag's spear to cut a rope. And when this rope is cut, it begins the Rube Goldberg-esque shenanigans that just cause this robot to destroy itself.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that happens is not caused by anyone in particular. It is all started from that fucking tack being shot.
Yep.
And
A tack, if
tack.
you will.
And he
Yes.
did attack.
Tack attacked again with a tack.
God damn it.
Yeah.
And while all this is happening, One Eye has put the 3 golden balls on top of a tower on the very top of this war machine. It looks like a giant metal crab.
Yes.
And he spends the next 15 minutes trying to get up to these balls and get out with them.
And yes.
And it is so violently red the whole time in the version that's fresh in my mind.
It's
Yeah.
It's red and dark and black and
It's
yes.
like 2 colors.
Yeah.
It's like red or black. And
Yes.
Erica said something about it's probably because it was on fire.
Yeah.
It was on fire at one point.
Because
After
they
the
spilled this
elephants-
molten metal.
The elephants escape and knock the lava.
Yeah, and we see, I believe in this version of the movie, there's like 1,000 deaths you see on the screen. Because all of his minions just start getting killed.
Yep.
Shit falls on them. Shit pushes them off of cliffs. The platforms they're on collapse. And
Just the most heinous Rube Goldberg machine.
it's absolutely insane. And the whole time, the thief is just not bothered by anything.
He's seen enough death. He's unfazed by it.
He's seen enough death. Look,
It's another Tuesday for him.
Exactly.
But he's like, some crazy shit happens. Like, he's on a ladder.
He's
The-
walking up the steps.
The ladder breaks. So he's using it like stilts.
Yep. He's
Gets hit with a bunch of arrows. They
Yep.
all go into the ladder.
then something knocks the pegs out of the ladder. Now he has stilts. Yep. And then
Which is a classic cartoon move.
Oh, absolutely. Broken ladder stilts.
he goes to grab one of the balls and falls down the stilts.
And we have another almost like the awning thing where he's just bouncing around now.
Yes.
Because it takes him a while to get all 3 of them. He gets one at a time, bounces around a little bit, gets another one, bounces around a little bit, gets another one.
Yes.
And our heroes are not doing anything here.
Well, Tack's still fighting Zigzag because he punches him at one point, and Granny's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
If anything, we should have released Grady into the...
legit.
she would take them all
Granny,
down.
go.
As long as I don't jump on her. She's got the weakness of a fucking Goomba.
She's
like-
gotta protect Yum Yum.
It's like, Nanny, I choose you and throw her out of the Pokeball.
But there's something going on where they're fighting in like a smoke cloud, and Yum Yum is yet again in danger.
Classic.
But Tack manages to protect her.
What's Nanny doing? Not damn shit.
She's hanging out with the brigands.
Yeah.
She's teaching them how to
Who
fight.
are also not doing anything.
Right?
But to be fair, they have one enemy they have to fight. Tack is
Illiteracy?
They're just like, Tack's got it.
Tack is fighting the one guy.
Yeah.
He took care of everything else.
Yeah.
That thing's collapsing in on itself like a black star.
True.
Or not a black star. A black hole.
Yeah.
Everything is imploding inside this machine on its own. With
It's like,
no
give
one
it
needing to
time.
help it. And the whole time, the thief is just waddling around, trying to steal the balls, keep them in his hands. And
He ends up on a roller coaster.
Yep.
I don't understand what this machine was, but
it is so intricate.
that thing was huge. It should have broken down getting to the city from how many parts there were. It's like
How much stuff is inside this
it's like
thing?
the house moving castle, but the
Yes.
evil version.
You were thinking of a neutron star.
Thank you.
There you
The
go.
collapsing neutron star
Thank
turns
you.
into a black hole.
Thank you. But I was also about to say, it's a one-eyes moving castle.
Boo.
Nice.
So I don't remember in the Miramax version how One Eye is defeated, but in the director's cut, once this thing starts to implode on itself, his female guards, who he uses as furniture, turn on him and they kill him.
Fitting.
Yeah.
No, in the Miramax, it pans to him and he just goes, "My machine," as it collapses, and then they're just like, "Yep," and Zigzag was banished for all eternity or something like that.
Oh yeah.
They don't show him dying.
No, in this one you see them pile up on him.
Did you say they don't show Zigzag dying?
Not Zigzag. I'm sorry. One Eye.
Yeah.
I also don't remember what happens to Zigzag in the Miramax version.
Because Zigzag,
They showed that.
they showed that part.
Sorry. They don't
Kinda.
show One Eye dying. But I do like his female guards turning against him because if I was used as furniture, I would also take you out.
Right. And they just swarm him.
Yeah.
Well, after the machine has completely fallen apart, the brigands do get involved and they fight some of the One Eye guards near the end, damn near when it's finished. Zigzag is hiding in a hole in the ground in director's cut.
Oh, okay.
And when he's down in this hole in the ground, all you can see are his eyes and his teeth.
Yes.
You see a whole bunch of other eyes pop up, and it's the alligators.
So in the Miramax, Tack sews him up, so he's hopping along, and he falls into a hole where the alligators are.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you see all these little eyeballs, and they start eating him.
Very
And then,
Peter Panish. with
yes,
Very. But also, someone else gets involved in it.
and Fido.
Fido.
Yeah.
Yes, Fido's the one that you see his teeth open around Zigzag's face. And Zigzag just has some line about this is the end for Zigzag.
Yeah.
And Man's best friend, which I thought it was funny that they named the buzzard Fido, because I'm like, usually that's a dog's name. So Fido ends up eating him.
That was
Fido and the alligators.
And the alligators, yeah.
Very Lion
Because I
King.
think Fido
that's
just...
very Lion King.
Yeah,
That's what I
you're
thought.
right,
I
you're
thought
right.
Scar and the hyenas.
Yeah.
Same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They probably watched and was like, we can do that.
Who, the people at Lion King?
No,
Because
maybe.
this was being made before that.
That's true.
This was being made probably before some of them were born.
Yeah, Lion King's 94.
That was my first movie ever.
Wow.
Yep.
Tell us more, Grandma.
Yeah, I saw the re-release.
Oh. So the thief makes it out. He's got the 3 golden balls. And they get back to... not Tic Tac. They get back to Tack and the princess, and they get back into the city. All the bad guys are defeated, and we have a little wedding ceremony.
With now a tan Tic Tac.
And now it very, very tan Tic Tac.
The fire was hot.
This man is black as hell.
But also, this is where he has his one line in the director's cut. When Yum Yum is like, "Oh, I love you," and he goes, "I love you too."
Love you.
But it really should have been, "I love you, latte."
No.
And we have the end message pops up, and one last time the thief comes into quiet you. The thief comes into frame and he steals the end text off the screen. Then he steals the film itself and stuffs it in his robes, and then he runs off into the abyss.
He did try to steal the golden balls again.
Did he?
Yeah. It says in the end, he's like, yeah, the thief tried to steal the golden balls. He ended up in jail. And then after he got out of jail...
He becomes part of the royal security?
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not in the director's cut at all.
that's
I don't
the
remember
Miramax.
any of that.
Yeah,
that's in
it's
the
more
Miramax.
the
and then
narration.
he's like, I've turned my leaf, but these letters won't hurt. I'll just tuck those away. And then steals the film.
Jesus. Also, the end credits for this version, there's absolutely no music. It's completely silent.
And
for
I
the
don't
end
even
credits.
I don't even like the song for the Miramax one, and I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, so that's the Miramax version of this movie is about an hour and 12 minutes. The director's cut is about an hour 39, but that's the end of our movie. That's The Thief and the Cobbler, or Arabian Nights, or The Princess and the Cobbler, which I think I like The Princess and the Cobbler more.
I think the Thief and the Cobbler works because the Thief is more of a character than the Princess is.
Yeah, I know, but
Legit.
I would argue, though, the Princess is more of a character than the Cobbler, but...
That's true.
Yeah,
It should be called The Princess and the Thief.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah. So, again, we talked about this movie was originally released in 1993.
Good year for my brother.
I'm trying to remember.
I guess I should look up what ticket prices were in 1995 when this was released in the United States. Nah. Oh, so in 1993, if you had gone to see this movie in the theater, it would have cost you about $4.14.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm going to save Etta for last on this because we already kind of know what she thinks. But would you guys regret seeing this in the theater? And what are your final thoughts? Jeremy, I know you want to get this over with.
Yeah, I would have regretted seeing it in the theater. I did not like this movie. I did not like how it was animated. It hurt my eyes. I thought the plot was bad. God, what did I like? I mean, there were some funny parts.
Did you like The Thief or no?
Yeah, the thief was all right, but I mean, honestly, most of I can't even say most of the dialogue because he was doing a lot of narrating the whole time. So a good chunk of the movie, you were hearing his voice.
Yes.
He was practically the main character, so I guess that's why they called it The Thief and the Cobbler.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I didn't, honestly, really didn't like it, and I guess it's because of the art and animation and just stuff like that. I really just don't like how it looks.
Or the musical part aspect to it.
Yep, don't like that. All the different perspective shifts were just messing with me. Just literally a lot of the depth perception with the backgrounds and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's just not there. Yeah, nah, I don't like it. So yeah, obviously I would have regretted seeing it in theaters.
Fair enough. Erica?
Same thoughts as Jeremy. Almost the exact same thoughts. This movie was not for me. I definitely would have regretted seeing it in the theaters. Which is sad because Etta and Sammy had hyped this movie up to me for years. Like, they had been trying to get me to watch it for damn near 20 years at this point.
I remember Sammy mentioning that we should watch this movie back when we first said we were going to do it.
Yeah. And when I watched it, I was like, oh no. Like, the thief in the Miramax version is the most annoying part of this movie. His, like, whole narration was not working for me. It made no sense in a lot of parts, and I don't know why it was there. So when we watched it, or watched the director's cut, and he was not talking, I was like, oh, maybe this part, or like, maybe there's a different version that Etta saw. Because I was like, I can get why you like the thief in that version, because he's so cute when he's not talking. Like, and Tack's kind of cute when he's not talking. Because, like, the Miramax version has too much. Everybody's talking too much. And I'm like, why are we, what? There needs to be no words. Like, if this is a silent movie, I actually might have would have liked it even more.
Pink Panther style.
Yeah.
I would like to add that Aladdin came out the year before this.
Yeah, and Aladdin is the better movie.
So by comparison, it's just like,
But, like, even there's a show I used to watch on HBO Kids called Happily Ever After, and they did, I think it's based off of 1,000 Arabian Nights or something like that, and it's even better than this, and it's 30 minutes. It's like, it's not even 30 minutes. I think it's like 23 because there was commercials.
Would you prefer the third Aladdin movie over this?
You know what? I preferred the show over this. Like, I've seen 1,000 versions of this story, and it's trash. Like, it's not good. Like,
man.
Oh, I knew. I knew this is what was going to happen. I'm prepared.
Oh, yeah.
It's a rough watch. The Miramax version is a rough watch.
I will say it is a rough watch because any version you find is a rough draft.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing's finished.
Right.
Like, the Miramax version is the worst version of it because the director's cut is it's charming. Like it's still not a movie I will want to watch again, but it's a movie where I'm like, okay, this is what we were aiming for. I can see why people like it. But like, I think if had it been completed in the 70s, this thing would have been like done bangers. Cause it like, one, you're dealing with like people who are like on drugs, and like, I think it would have worked on drugs. Like, it makes the stylistic choices.
Ed and I will do some drugs and we'll watch it and we'll get back to it.
Yeah, like I feel like this probably is a good movie to watch when you're high. But
It's on the bucket list.
yeah, this is not a movie for Erica. Not an animation style, especially when when you have Aladdin sitting right there the year before.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be really great though if this did come out in the 70s and Richard Williams had gotten his shit together and just been like, I'm happy with this. All through the 90s, people have been going, man, Aladdin ripped off The Thief and the Cobbler.
Yeah, definitely.
But I also would have regretted seeing this in the theater. We did watch 2 versions out of 5. I found the director's cut to be more enjoyable. I can't add too much more than what these guys said. There were parts in this movie I liked. There were parts that made me laugh, and they were The Thief. And just like Erica said,
The Thief with narration?
Without dialogue.
No. The Thief where he was silent. I did not like his narration. I didn't like his modern references. Now, it sounds kind of hypocritical because they also have that kind of thing in Aladdin.
Yeah, I was like, Genie makes modern references, but like
it's funny.
It's funny because
he's magic.
Yeah.
The Thief is just a normal guy. But it's I think if this movie had been completed in its entirety, the animation is so intricate and you can see remnants of it. It's hard to see some of it because it's not finished, but I think it would have been great. But as it stands, Richard Williams took too long. He was not satisfied with this, and it went into the hands of a bunch of people who were just paid to get it done fast and cheap, and they ruined it.
They should have animated on 2s.
Not to say that animation, when it's done fast and cheap, can't be, good, because Scooby-Doo, it was fast and cheap. Mm-hmm. And great, yeah, it looks like shit, but it's still a good show.
I mean, that's from the 60s.
It's from the 70s.
We don't know when they started animating this, though.
No, you're right.
But either way, yes, I would have regretted it. I liked the director's cut more than the Miramax cut. Don't really want to watch it again sober.
30 years.
Yeah, took about 30 years.
I'm gonna be real. They probably should have just canned it.
Shelved it.
Yeah.
Let it go unfinished.
Yeah, especially since Aladdin came out and just ate his lunch. They should have canned it.
Yes. So, Etta, this was your movie. I'm excited for you to hear what you think in the future of the director's cut. But what do you think about this movie?
So this is a nostalgia movie for me. So I know that's where a lot of my love for it comes. So we found this movie in our local library, me and my brother, because we used to rent movies through the library. And this was one that we picked. And I do think it was one of the recobbled versions, because I think I remember seeing that on the tape, if I remember. But it still is the Miramax version, but I think it was the recobbled cut, or one of, because I remember that. But anyway, we watched this movie so much that I believe that the library had to retire it, because I think we wore it out.
Wow.
Like, that's how many times we rented it, because finally it just disappeared, and my mom was just like,
sorry, kids.
Yeah, she was just like, I don't know what happened to it.
Maybe someone rented it out and never returned
Yeah,
it.
they might have just not brought it back.
That's true too. Who knows? But
Somebody stole it.
seeing it in theaters, yeah, I would probably have regretted it, honestly. It is all over the place and hard to follow, so it probably wouldn't have been enjoyable in the theaters. But I love the animation. I love the craziness, the whimsicalness of it. I don't really like the musical parts of it. They feel like they don't fit.
And they don't.
Yes.
Recall.
The thief is my favorite character.
With narration?
With narration. I liked his little snide remarks and his fourth wall breaking.
I'm back. Sees the jewels. I'm better.
Yep.
Honestly, they should just play the Pink Panther theme over him while he's silent, and
They
it would just work.
But I can also see where him and Tack would have worked as silent characters. So
I think you'll like the director's
I
cut.
think I probably will, so I look forward to watching that.
Were they initially silent characters?
Yeah.
They were planned to be silent characters,
Yes.
right?
The
Tack and the Thief?
Yep.
Yes.
That's okay. That's why
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah. Tack has that one line at the very end.
Which makes sense for their character designs, because in the Miramax, the thief's comments are his thoughts. They aren't actual him talking. And then, like we said, Tack's design with the 2 tacks as his mouth when he smiles or frowns. And they had to put a mouth in for him to talk, like, so I could see where. So yeah, I look forward to watching the director's cut. But yeah, it's a nostalgia love for me, and most people don't like it, but that is fine, because I do.
I wanted to like this movie going in.
It's got a cult following.
It's absolutely got a cult following.
You're in it.
I'm in it.
You better believe in cults because you're in one. Yeah. So that's the Thief and the Cobbler. Mm-hmm. And if you join us in 2 weeks, we are going to be doing this season's penultimate episode, which is going to be something Jeremy picked for us, and that is Tenet.
We know I only pick good movies.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Hoodlum?
Oh, I thought you were going to pick one of the Philip K. Dick ones.
Lawrence Fishburne was brilliant in that movie. Get out of here.
That'll be coming out in 2 weeks. And if you want to follow us on social media, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube. Our tag is Get2Theater, the number 2. And until then, we'll see you guys next time. I'm Adam.
I'm Erica.
I'm Etta.
I'm Jeremy.
We've been getting to the theater. Bye.